Hello everyone, today I'm taking a look at Deep Rock Galactic. I remember when this game first came out, it was a huge deal. It was like a really fun game. I don't know if it's been, linked to Helldivers, but there's been an explosion in bug shooting games, which I'm all for. They're just a lot of fun. What's interesting about Deep Rock, though, is that it uses kind of a cel-shaded, more kind of simple and friendly kind of aesthetic in its gameplay. And what's also very cool about this game is there are 4 different classes you can spec into, one being a driller, demolitions expert, scout, and engineer, I think. And so each one has a different array of weapons, and as you play the game, you can also upgrade the status effects and passive effects of your weapons. As I said, each one also has a distinct kind of tool, essentially, that they use in the mining operation. And so you basically play as a bunch of space dwarves, which is very funny, very silly. And my favorite thing on the ship is there's this little bar where they serve space beer, and you actually get drunk. And so, of course, the demolitions expert has a bunch of C4 and stuff like that. The engineer, I believe, has, I forget which one, but I think the engineer has the ability to create platforms. He has like a platform gun, so you can these golden kind of mushroom things that allow you to jump up to where you need to get to. The scout has essentially this zipline thing that you can deploy, and everyone can use it to get to a certain area. So, of course, you don't have a lot of those, but they are kind of... they can be very slow if they're on a big incline, or very fast if they're on a small incline. And finally, of course, you have the driller, who is like, I think, one of the main classes where he's able to have these giant drill gun that allows him to go through all sorts of rock and debris and all that kind of stuff. But there's different ways of really getting around. You also have your... kind of dispensary bot that will follow you around, and you can put ore into it when it comes by. And the main thing is to collect as much as precious ore or the main objective and put it into the bot, and then move on with the rest of just getting the objectives. And once you have enough ore, you basically have to get out of there. And some levels are different. Sometimes you have to get, again, a specific item or a specific amount of ore or something like that. Also, getting back to the ship is one of my favorite parts of the game, because that's when all the bugs come out and they just won't stop, and you just need to escape with all your buddies, and it feels really fun, really cool. Some of the weapons that you can get in this game are, a chain gun, a pistol, shotgun, throwing axe, Gatling gun, flamethrower. Lots of really cool and unique weapons, and they all feel very well balanced, and they're also tied to their classes, respectively. You also have a very cool 3D map that shows you the environment where you have to go. Miners are also able to mark certain areas in the map, saying, oh, here's like a health item, or here's a specific kind of ore we need to mine. And so someone who has the right tools can get up there. There's also the ability to throw little beacons or flashlight bulbs or whatever into the environment to illuminate it, because most of this place is pretty dark, but you can create permanent luminescence. And so basically, while you're mining, the main objective really is you're going to use your pickaxe to basically mine the stuff, mine the ore, and you just run over to pick it up. And besides that, while you're doing that, you just have to fight off the bugs that might be harassing you. And so most of these are just mobs that kind of go down in a couple hits or whatever, and they're very easy to deal with. Sometimes there are flying ones, sometimes there are special loot bugs that are, if you kill them, you actually get a bunch of ore. That are a lot of fun to kill and fight. And sometimes you get these massive bugs which have these giant armored cores and a weak spot in the back. But for the most part, that's, you're usually just swarmed by hundreds of bugs kind of at the same time. And that's the main gameplay loop of the game. And you kind of have to go deeper and deeper from where you landed into the environment. And again, I think the best part of this game is the fact that it's a 4-player co-op, so you can always play with your buddies, work towards the same objective, and just have a fun time killing stuff together. Oh, of course, there are grenades in this game, things you can lob at the enemy, different kinds of distraction, decoys you can put down, shield units, that kind of thing. I remember there was one time we were surrounded by a bunch of enemies, and we put down a shield, a decoy, and a bunch, all the C4 we had, and we just blew out everything and even change the level geometry. That's the other thing. You can drill and destroy pretty much anywhere in this level, in the levels of this game, because the geometry of the levels is such that it's basically infinite. It's basically like Minecraft but with guns, I guess you could say. And yeah, this is just generally an overall fun, well-made game. You know, there are different, you know, health deposits, which is how you recover health. Otherwise, if you fall down, your friends have to get you up, rather. And yeah, this is just a well-made, fun multiplayer game, and I'm really excited to see things like this kind of come back into play, because again, it was just really fun to play it. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much all I got to say about this one. It's a very fun, lighthearted game, and of course, the only spam and taunt you have is saying rock and stone, which I absolutely love. So, rock on and stone it up, guys. I'll see you later. Bye.